If you clicked on this video, then you must be asking the question, hey, will my wife or my husband be okay without me when it comes to my money and my finances and retirement? Should I pass away before them? Scary situation. That must mean you're the decision maker and you probably call the shots when it comes to the money and your financial life. Well, in this video, I will cover 4 things that you must do now to make sure that your spouse is going to be just fine should you die before they do. Hey guys, glad to be back with you. And for those of you who are new, welcome to our channel. My name is Jarrett Lang, Vice President of W.A. Smith Financial Group. We are a team of advisors based in Ohio, but helping people all over the United States build financial peace of mind when it comes to their money and their investments. While you're watching this video, if you feel inclined to get that second opinion on your money and your financial plan that you so desperately need, click on the link in the description and schedule a retirement tune-up financial review with our team. And if you're just here to learn, that's fine too. Let's go ahead and jump in. So if this is a worry that you have about your spouse, the one you leave behind on the financial plan, then you've come to the right place. Let's jump in. The first thing that you need to do is you need to organize. And it sounds simple, but I can't tell you how many people fail at this. Having simple organization with what your retirement plan is, what it has in it, what it's going to do, and where everything is at is key for your spouse in the event that you pass away. And I can break it into several items that you need to have organized and readily accessible for your spouse in that event. The first thing is you have to have a list of your financial accounts, and you can start with account numbers, contact persons, how much money is in the account, the tax status of the account. Is it a Roth IRA? Is it an IRA, a 401k? You can have life insurance information on that list, health insurance information on that list. These are the things that are going to be the first types of questions that your spouse may ask in the event that they're not heavily involved in your plan and you pass away and leave them with this burden. It is something that they're going to have to take care of, and giving them some organization in the form of a list with where everything is going to be half the battle for them. Number 2, and this is probably the most important thing that I would coach any client to do. I can't tell you how many times I've met with someone and they don't bring their spouse into the meeting. And I'll ask them, hey, where's Mary or where's Joe? And they'll say, well, I make all the decisions. They don't really want to be involved with this. They don't understand it. It's not their thing. They'd rather me just handle it for them. And I say, that's fine. If that's the way that you guys do things when it comes to your money, then you can keep doing that. But we strongly advise that the husband or the wife still attend the financial meetings or the reviews or the phone calls or however it is that you review with your financial professional. They should attend those meetings, and you need to include them in the conversations. A good financial advisor who knows that you're including your spouse, who maybe isn't as knowledgeable or isn't as comfortable with talking about the financial picture, they can make things easier, more simplistic. They can involve your spouse in a way that has them leaving that meeting feeling like they at least know where things stand and what they will need to do in the event that their husband or their wife passes away before them. You have to include them in your conversations when you're talking about your life savings and their well-being in retirement should you predecease them. Number 3, you must have an income plan. Now, for some people, income is not a top priority in retirement, but I can tell you it's not very many. Most people that we meet and coach through retirement today have an income plan that exactly helps them spell out where will my paychecks come from during my retirement years. If you think about it in this way, you had a paycheck throughout your working career, and when you retire, that paycheck goes away. Now, some of us have entitlement programs that will replace that paycheck. Social Security. Some people are lucky enough to have a pension. And in some cases, and these are the few, that Social Security check and or that pension check is enough for you to live off of and live your life happy. But for the vast majority of people, those 2 paychecks, or if you're not lucky enough to have both, but you just have one or the other, they don't end up being enough monthly income for you to live the life that you want to live during retirement. You have to supplement that paycheck, and you have to pull withdrawals from your retirement savings and your financial accounts to do it. We call it having an income plan. And for many advisors, hey, we'll just invest your dollars in an allocation of stocks and bonds and we'll manage the market for you. And when you need income, we'll take a distribution. That, my friends, is not an income plan. Having an income plan means that you know exactly how much money you're going to take from your accounts, when you're going to take it, which investment account you're going to take it from, and how that paycheck that you draw from your asset pool will change over time. Why would it change? Inflation, cost of living, healthcare expenses. There are many things that can cause your income needs and that paycheck draw that you have to change. So having an income plan where you have everything spelled out line by line is a huge helper to your spouse should you die before them. They want to know, am I going to be okay? Well, I have to change things. If Bob dies or Mary dies, what happens to their pension? What happens to their Social Security check? How much money will I be left with if they pass away and those paychecks change? An income plan, and specifically, and this is key, that is written out, that is on a document somewhere that the spouse can look at and say, okay, let me internalize this and I know what is going to happen should my wife or my husband pass away is going to be a giant benefit to them in this situation. Now, number 4, and this is a big one too, we always recommend that someone have a financial team. And that even goes for you if you're a do-it-yourselfer out there watching. Do-it-yourselfers can still benefit from having a good financial advisor. Now, the fact of the matter is that most of the people that we meet, they don't want to do this on their own. People come to W.A. Smith and us, for example, because they want to focus more on their life and they want to worry less about their money. And I think there are a lot of people out there that feel the same way. They didn't save all this money and work all those years to gather their asset pool and retire to only have to spend a bunch of hours every week managing their investments. So if you're like those people and you're out there and you want to enjoy your life and worry less about your money, you are likely the type of person that's going to look to hire a financial professional, an advisor, a planner. And if you don't have one, and that is your worry, you need to build a financial team. Your spouse should be involved in the decision-making process of building that financial team. They should be comfortable with the person that you are working with. They should know how to reach them. They should know when to call them, and they should be comfortable talking to their advisor, because if you pass away and you leave this job to them, they have to work with that person without you now. So having a financial team is pivotal. And actually, this is a great time to jump up to the whiteboard because I have a perfect example here for you. Think of building your financial team like a business owner would. If you've never owned a business, most people, especially small business owners, have poured their life into that business. A ton of sacrifice, a lot of long hours. They've built this business up to a very successful point. And at some point, many business owners choose to either sell that business or transition and ultimately build it into their retirement plan. So I want you, the person watching this video, to think of your retirement and your life savings like it's the business, and you are the owner of the business. You've done everything up to this point. You've done the hiring, you've done the firing, you've built your nest egg, so to speak. And so you are here. You're the owner of the business. And in retirement, if you are one of those people who want to focus more on life, worry a little less about money, you're going to need to find someone to take over for you. Think of that person as your CEO. We believe good financial advisors, holistic financial planners like W.A. Smith Financial, they need to act as that CEO. Your financial advisor should be the one helping you in many or all of the key 5 areas that we think are important to a retirement plan. Here's the key 5 areas. If you hire the right CEO, your financial advisor should be helping you from an estate planning standpoint. They won't be the one drawing up the wills or the trusts or the power of attorneys, but they should be the one connecting you to the right partnered estate attorney that can help you build that estate plan in the event of a death so that everything goes smoothly. They should be helping you from a tax planning standpoint. Most advisors should be able to and can talk about tax efficiency, specifically when it comes to your investments, but actually filing your tax return and coming up with strategies that will save you money in taxes in the future. You need a good CPA. The biggest problem I see here are when your financial advisor and your CPA aren't talking to one another. So hiring a partnered CPA that has a working relationship with your financial advisor is a huge part of your financial team. Take it a step further, and we talked about building an income plan. Having an asset allocation, like I said before, is not an income plan, but building something written where you know exactly where and when your income will come in is what your CEO or your financial advisor can help you do. Ultimately, they will also help you build an investment allocation and manage market risks and economic risks, geopolitical risks that are there all the time when it comes to your hard-earned money and your investments. And finally, when it comes to healthcare, huge part of retirement. If you're not yet 65, what are you going to do for healthcare or insurance up until age 65? When you get to 65, is your financial professional or your team, are they helping you with Medicare decisions? Are they helping you find supplement insurance? Are you working with the right type of people, and does your financial advisor or the CEO of your company, do they have someone on their team that can help you find the right insurance solutions? We call this the business owner analogy of building your financial team. If you treat your retirement like a business and you do all the things we talked about, you include your spouse, you're organized, you build an income plan, you are well on your way to making sure that should you pass away before your spouse, they will have everything that they need in front of them to make that transition as easy as humanly possible. There are two things that are certain in this life, death and taxes, and hopefully today's video brought you some peace of mind with one of those two things, and of course your finances and your retirement. If you liked today's video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn your bell notification on. If you have a question you want to see us cover a different topic, drop that in the comments below. And for those of you who are ready to take the next step and get a second opinion about your money and your retirement plan, click on the link in the description below to schedule a complimentary retirement tune-up with our financial advisory team. I'll see you next time.